Hi, hello, Kimpolian here. So today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to actually start up a brand new compost. I know it's weird. I've been talking about it, but I never actually shown how I set it up. And now that I have a butt ton of shit, I can actually show you. I have to admit, I've been pretty much hoarding my stuff to do the compost because I wanted to get it all set up, and plus it's been nice and rotting. I know that sounds gross, keeping stuff and letting it rot. Honestly, it's a good way to get it started because it works best when you have stuff that's starting to decay and break down. But I also need to start decaying and breaking down with other components. Now, one of the major things about composting is that I believe it needs things that were living, so like plants and vegetables and shit like that, and fruits, and stuff that used to be living. Like, you know, trees that become paper. I mixed that up. You need stuff like paper and cardboard and stuff like that that can be recycled. And the important thing is that you don't put in gross shit like stuff that was oily, cooked in oil. So even if you have, you know, foods, like if you have grilled vegetables or fruits, like stuff you on the kebabs, that actually is not going to be good because oil does not break down that good and it's actually going to make it not effective. So I have most of my materials. I'll probably have to go off screen to grab some shit, but for the most part, I'm prepared. So move this down here to the kind of clean kitchen counter, the island. So first of all, I use this. This is a little composting bucket. It's made just for that. It's not that big, but it holds a considerable amount of stuff. And then you see this top part right here actually has a filter, so it lets in some air, but for the most part keeps like large critters and, you know, pests out. Oh god, just to be honest, I did use it before, so it's not the greatest smelling thing, and I'm gonna disinfect all this when I'm done. So yeah, I don't want to show you guys the inside because it still has some stuff in it. But basically, it still has some cardboard, and I should probably be wearing a mask for this part, but I've sniffed in so much weird shit. But you know what? I'm still gonna look. Oh, what do you know? Actually, I have face masks. And let me go ahead and put one on. And yeah, probably I should not be holding this with my bare hands, but oh fucking well. Alrighty. Mask on. Alright, so one of the first things, I just did this my own way. You can do it. You know what? Fuck it. As long as it's not open, I'm not going to have the mask on. Basically, one of the things you need is, I saw this all on Pinterest, so I'm not an expert on this at all. This is just, like, you know, my personal way of doing this. So one of the best ways I saw was to line it with cardboard. Here's a small little cardboard box. You know, it's pretty small. It's almost the same size as it, but it's not completely. So what do? Just break into it. Ugh, there we go. Yeah, see? Look at that. Alrighty, so let me put it on. Okay. And let's see. For the most part, I should just bend it right here. I saw it was like you should put it around the edge inside of there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty. And yeah, they'll fit right there. This is the next important part, planning this shit right. If you're like me though, sometimes you just you just make it up as you go along. There we go. There we go. Ugh. Just jam the shit in there. Alright, obviously it's not all gonna fit in there. This is when you have scissors. I probably should have grabbed my knives, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Alrighty. Just cut the crap out of this. Ah, see, look at that. It's nice in there. Alrighty, whew. That smell is starting to get through this mask here. Oh my god, there's shit flying off. And when I say shit, I don't mean like I have like, it's not like manure. I have like animal poop in here because first of all, I don't have animals that can poop and use in here. Like, it's recommended you do not use like pet waste because that's really gross. And yeah, let me go and close that so I can, my glass is getting fogged up. All right, so close that, set it aside. Now, here's some vegetables I've had. They're actually really all dried up right now. They have some mold going on. That's the thing. This container had strawberries, but like it's not, it has like some little parts that so it can breathe through and it's all nice and dry because move this up. Sometimes I like to have it dried so that way like it's so it's not all nice and juicy because this is gonna sound very TMI, but the way like you can add liquid to it, and the thing is heat makes it activated. And I saw one of the best ways to help, you know, keep it warm and keep it wet is to use pee. I know that sounds gross, but I think it honestly helped. And like I saw this. It seriously says how to use pee in your garden, and you can use animal or human pee. And I know that's very gross and TMI, but apparently pee is sterile, so it's totally good to go. You know, as long as a person does not have like STDs and shit like that, it'll come out clean and sterile. So yeah. All right, so I have another container, which I think might be back in the other room. But in the meantime, I'll show you another item I don't think anyone would have thought to use, and I'm dropping them. And that is eggshells. Yeah, that's a lot of eggshells in there. Because they have calcium, I believe, and that's really good for it. And one of the things I saw is to use a food processor so you can crumble these up into a dust, but my food processor sucks, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just like crush it up with my bare hands as we go along. I have some more over here. And I'm missing those vegetables. Let me get back to you. All right back at you. So here is a little thing that has vegetables. It is wet in there though, and there has like some pressure. So I do not want to open unless this is on for sure. I probably should have grabbed another bandana for my face because that's usually a lot better. And so let me go ahead and put it over here. Hold on, there's a fruit fly. I killed it. We have a lot of fruit flies in here. And as soon as I am done with all this, oh yes, and my mother, when we went to Fort Defiance to see my step-great-aunt, she had an apple and it has a bite taken out of it, only like one, and yeah, it's nice and moldy. She was like, shit, I forgot it. And so she was like, do you want this for the compost? And I was like, yes, I do. It's nice and big though, and that's not good, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it up before I put it in. So okay, so I got all that. I forgot what was the other portion besides nitrogen, but anyways, nitrogen it gets from the dead things, and the other it gets from the veggies. Now the thing is, it needs mostly nitrogen, but I have so many veggies and fruits, and it's just easy. I don't know. It did just fine. I mean, I'll show you my plants. Like they're still growing strong, and like it's amazing because they're they're becoming strong babies. And also other things you can use. I almost forgot. Oh my god, is it's a little grocery baggie. full of coffee grinds and tea bags. You could, oh, there's my, my baby potatoes in there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me find it. Let me get it. What is wrong with this? Oh my God. It's an avocado seed. Oh, it's nice and moldy. That's gross. Let me pull out my potato. Oh, baby potato sprouting. Okay, baby potato's not going in there. This is gross. This is nice and moldy. This is a good way to get your asthma aggravated, but you know, my lungs are fucked up at this point, so it's like, why even bother? Alright, and I got more stuff in here. Yeah, got avocado seeds. I actually can't smell anything, but I'm going to go ahead and put this mask back on, because I'm going to start breaking into it. And so, yeah, let me move that down here and start putting, like, the way I like to do is put in, like, layer of living things, layer of dead things, layer of living things, layer of dead things. And since it's the end of the school semester, I have a bunch of paper, you know, like syllabuses and handouts and daily planner notes, and also lots and lots of class notes. See, it's all lined paper. What class was this from? This is from art history. Okay, so yeah, I have a good amount in here. Like, look, more art shit, and yeah. Also, like, I have, like, shoe boxes, and it had, you know, this paper that was in the shoes, and I just stuffed them back in the box. And see, it's really good that it's nice and thin, so it tears down and, you know, breaks down really easily. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there first, because I really like that. Oh, put the mask back on. Alright, I have to just disinfect this whole place. Alrighty, so go ahead and open it this way. It's going good. So just tear it up as I go in there. Woo, a lot of lint from the paper. Now I don't want to put a whole lot in there, so I'll just put just a little bit, stuff this in there. Put it down here for now. Now, let's put in a layer of you know what? I think this is not, the dried ones are not going to smell as much, so I'm going to try to put in the smelly ones first. Alright, so, ooh, this is going to be so bad. I got to prepare myself mentally for this. Alright, and it has bananas that went moldy. Oh, it popped open! Alright, so, ooh, that is gross. That is nasty. That, woof! Damn, it smells. Damn, it smells so bad. I probably should have been wearing gloves for this too, but I don't want to give a shit at this point. Alright, make sure it's getting nice and filled in there. And, open this up a little bit. Alrighty. So yeah, oh boy, it just stinks. Stinks to high heaven. But it's not, I don't know, it just smells like over-ripened fruit. That's like what it is. Ugh. Oh boy. Let's put the lid on that. And instead of paper, instead, oh, that has plastic in there. Let me get that out first. Put that in the trash. Now this has a combination of coffee beans or ground coffee that was used, and tea bags, which I wanted to take apart, but my mother just threw them in there. So thanks a lot, Mom. Ruining my plans. See, what I like to do is I like to take it apart and then just like tear it open, and then like tear up the tea bags a little bit, because I think it just releases more. All right. So yeah, I can already hear so many people going like, Kim, you should not be doing this. You're probably risking your health, but you know what? My health is already fucked up at this point. But it's a nice trade-off for doing all this. And, oh, there's a nice coffee filter. I'm not going to tear that apart. Like, seriously. And then she was like, I can take them out. But I was like, Mother, you just don't. I don't like using the strings. Is that weird? Like, I just throw those away. Alrighty. And, tear it open. And then I have like 2 shapes of tea bags here. Alright. And it's a green tea and green tea. No, actually, I also have chrysanthemum tea. And I think it's these dark ones. Alright. Alrighty. We're doing good. And then these smaller ones without the handles are green tea. Alrighty. Like, let's see. Go ahead and show you. Probably not that great, but it's green tea. What did I do with the other one? I think I already tore it apart. Alright, and we got some coffee grounds. But you know what? I think we're doing good with just that. Alright. Just heard a weird pop sound. There it is again. Valentino, is that you? My dog's out and about. So here are the eggshells, and they're just... That's the great thing about eggshells, is that they just dry up. I actually also found, I still held on to my parakeet. She had eggs, but they were like so tiny, so cute. It's like, oh, Clay. But she's no longer with us, otherwise you would have heard her chirping in the background. Alright. Ooh. This one, I think it got stuck together. Oh, gross. It's still kind of wet. Alright. Alrighty. I think I'll just try to do all the eggshells at this point. And see, like, you know, the whole thing with this is I have a stick too. It's just from a tree branch, and I stir it up like a pot, but I do it outside because if I do it in here, good Lord, it's gonna smell. Actually, it's pretty sunny outside today too. It's gonna be a long video, this one. All right. This cup, my mother gave it to me actually, and it's compostable. You can read it on there, hopefully. And the thing is like, it doesn't have a, like, you know how some paper cups have like that waxy inside? This one like feels smooth but not very waxy. If I scratch it, I don't have like residue on my fingers. So I actually like that. All right, so I got a good combo of like a good layer in there. And this one, woo, it's all nice and juicy. So I'm just gonna pour it in. Ugh. It also has cantaloupe seeds, but this pretty much this container is gonna have to go into the trash because I think I'm pretty good with living things, but you know, I still gotta put in the dried ones. I'll go ahead and throw in the coffee seeds to help cover up that smell. Like, I still have some tea bags in there, but I'm like, you know what? They'll get broken up at this point, and that's going to go in the trash. Like, things that were used, I would not recommend recycling them. And now, to help buffer, really keep that smell down, use some more paper. See, I just like this paper the most, because it's basically newsprint. Which, you know, I'm a little sad, because it's all wrinkled and now broken, torn to pieces. Alrighty. Alright. I think it's getting okay to where I can not wear a mask because it's just, I can't smell it and it's not really... Oh, never mind. I can smell the cantaloupe. because I have the container right in front of me. Like I said, disinfect all this because it'll be good for the garden, but not good for in you right now. Alrighty. Whew. Getting nice and packed in there. But as it breaks down, it'll actually shrink a little because it's like breaking down. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these veggies in there. And, or it's mostly pineapple actually. Alright. I'm not gonna touch a whole lot of that. Actually, it's a pretty solid piece in there. Alright, and there's a dried up banana peel. Actually, that's getting pretty packed in there. Alright. So, whoop, there's some sort of veggie, and otherwise, alrighty. I do not want to touch that with my bare hands. Alright, these are just pretty much broken pieces. Alrighty, look at that. Look at that. We're good. We're good to go. Alright, that piece was stuck on there. Okay, we're good to go. Oop, some pieces of paper. I still have this apple, but I'm not quite sure. I might just have to go ahead and grab a knife and add it in there. And I don't know, for me personally, I like to let it just stew in its own juices, and then I add water to it. Like, I added water to it like a week later. Let me go ahead and close this because it's getting really hard to breathe with this mask on. Alrighty, so there we have it. I got a nice little compost going. Whew, my glasses are fogging up again. Alrighty, that was fun showing you guys how to do that. Yeah, I didn't really use a whole lot of stuff. My mother actually has a contact where, like, you know, she says she has a composting bin as well. I'm not sure how big it is, but apparently it's bigger, and hopefully I can actually start using up more of the vegetables, because my parents were all hyped to like start using that, but then, you know, I kept saying like I can't really use it because it's too small, and you know, the bin is too small, it's packed at this point, so I can't really use the material that you want to give me. So that's kind of one of the limits of using one of these. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it outside. Oh, and here is the pineapple. Like, again, and you can see it has little roots sticking out like all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant this bad boy outside. And I think what I'm gonna do for winter, when it starts getting colder, because I read it takes 2 years for one of those to grow, I think I'm gonna bring it inside. Like, I'm gonna get a proper potting plant and, you know, take some of the soil, and, you know, hopefully I'll have another compost ready, and then, you know, it'll stay nice and warm inside of here, because these are like, they grow these in Hawaii all over the place, and ow, I poked myself with it. It's warm year round over there. So, you know, being suddenly out in the frost, I am bleeding. That's probably not good. I should, okay. Okay, now it stopped. I'm bleeding out, so, you know, not in. All right, so actually it is growing quite a bit. Uh-oh, uh-oh, look at that. See, a little piece came off. Let's throw it in the compost. All right, so yeah, that's a good way that I do my compost heap. Now, the last one, you know, like I said, I did it the exact same way. Well, not exact. I didn't do like, I didn't have all the materials, but I had it started, and then I kept adding stuff into it. And, you know, it over the course of like 2 or 3 months, it was ready. And, you know, it started, when I started it, it was very cold. But now that we're approaching the warmer weather, hopefully it'll all be, you know, ready in another couple of months. Or who knows, like it might get so hot it'll be ready in a month. Okay, that's a bit of wishful thinking. But yeah. Oh, no wonder this container was for a large fruit salad. So I'm gonna trash that, because that's just, or maybe I might disinfect it and throw it in the recycling, because that's just nasty, nasty as hell. All right, and then I'm gonna plant this potato because it's actually spudding a little bit. See, a little green. It's also kind of moldy on that side, but no worries, no worries. So like I said, if you do it like this, disinfect everything, disinfect the crap out of everything. So I'm shut up and shut this down, and you know, like if you want to start a compost, please do your research, because I will tell you, I know I said my phrase, but I'm going to tell you one more thing. My friend actually was misinformed on how to do composting by a lady that was doing like an Earth Day thing, kind of like how I went to an Earth Day thing at my school. They had one at her school too, but the lady misinformed her on a lot of things, and I'm so glad she asked us about it and told us about it, because we fed her the right information, me and my friend, her girlfriend. And you know, I'm really glad because like she didn't know composting takes a while to get ready, and you have to have that dedication to, you know, really getting it ready. And yeah, it was like, and like she like told her something about like digging into the earth was bad. Like, what the fuck? That was dumb. Okay, so I've been talking for far too long. Thank you guys for watching, and I mean it this time. I'm gonna shut up and shut this down. So I'll see y'all next time. Happy coasting and have a happy day to you all. Bye bye.